Prepare to have your hearts race, your belief in the impossible shattered, because we are about to embark on a journey through the realm of the craziest comeback moments in NBA history. In the NBA, comebacks are more than just a change in the scoreline. They are epic tales of determination, grit, and sheer willpower. It's a battle of wits, skills, and nerves where heroes emerge from the shadows and unlikely saviors step up to rewrite the script. From nail-biting finishes to mind-boggling performances, these moments are etched in the annals of basketball folklore, forever reminding us of the power of never giving up. Here are the craziest comeback moments that have ever graced the NBA court. Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Indiana Pacers. The Pacers were down 2-0 in the series and hungry for a win, hungry for redemption. In Game 3, they burst onto the court like a pack of ravenous wolves, storming ahead, building an impressive 25-point lead at halftime. It seemed like the Pacers had it in the bag, victory within their grasp. Little did they know that LeBron James, the basketball demigod himself, had other plans. He unleashed his inner beast in the second half, delivering a triple-double and scoring a mind-boggling 28 points of his game-high 41. And with each thunderous dunk and silky smooth jumper, the momentum shifted. The Cavaliers, led by the indomitable LeBron, completed an astonishing 26-point comeback, leaving the Pacers in tears and crushing their dreams of glorious victory. It was a comeback for the ages, a triumph of resilience and sheer willpower from one of the greats. The Phoenix Suns faced the Boston Celtics in 2023. The Suns, a team rebuilding themselves into contenders, were trailing by 29 points. Now, most teams would throw in the towel, call it a day, and head for the showers, but not for the Suns. They had a burning fire within that refused to be extinguished. Led by the electric Stephon Marbury, who unleashed a dazzling display of basketball prowess with 34 points and 7 assists, the Suns roared back to life. The crowd was on their feet, their roars of encouragement fueling the Suns' relentless charge. And against all odds, they staged an incredible comeback, defying the basketball gods and leaving the Celtics scratching their heads in disbelief. And when it ended, the Suns emerged victorious with a final score of 110-106, etching their names into the NBA history books. Raptors vs. Mavericks 2019. In 2019, we found ourselves witnessing the Toronto Raptors make their mark. They were still basking in the glory of their championship win, but Kawhi Leonard's departure had left a void that needed to be filled with a statement of resilience and determination. And in this battle against the Dallas Mavericks, the Raptors were in a dire situation, trailing by 30 points. It seemed like an impossible mountain, a task too great to conquer. But Kyle Lowry had other plans. With a steely resolve, he led the Raptors in an epic comeback, pouring in 32 points and dishing out 10 assists like a basketball maestro. As the Raptors clawed their way back, inch by inch, until victory was within their grasp. And when the final buzzer echoed through the arena, the Raptors emerged triumphant with a final score of 110-107. Leaving fans in awe and etching this unforgettable comeback into the glorious tapestry of NBA history. 2019, the Portland Trail Blazers squared off against the Sacramento Kings. The Trail Blazers were down 30 points. It was a dire situation, like a sinking ship in a storm. But emerging from the shadows like a basketball superhero was Anthony Simmons. Who's he, you ask? Well, he's a young gun filling in for the injured Damian Lillard, and he stole the spotlight. Simmons turned the court into his own personal playground, delivering a performance that amazed everyone. He unleashed his basketball wizardry, dropping a mind-boggling 37 points and dishing out 9 assists like it was nothing. It was a performance for the ages, the kind that makes legends out of mere mortals. But Simmons' heroics were just the beginning of the show. Inspired by his breathtaking display, the Trailblazers rallied like a pack of hungry wolves, refusing to accept defeat. It was like watching a Hollywood blockbuster unfold before our eyes. Shot after shot, pass after pass, they orchestrated a comeback that will be talked about for years to come. The Kings, on the other hand, were left scratching their heads, of course, wondering what hit them. They never saw it coming, blindsided by the ferocity of the Trailblazers' resurgence. It was a classic case of underestimating the underdog, and boy, did they pay the price. I mean, when the final buzzer sounded, the score was flipped on its head. and the Trailblazers emerged victorious. They snatched victory from the jaws of defeat, completing an unforgettable 30-point comeback that sent shockwaves through the basketball universe. It was a night to remember, leaving the fans and critics in a frenzy of disbelief. In 2002, we encountered the Los Angeles Lakers facing the Dallas Mavericks. Now the Lakers, they're armed with one of the greatest duos in NBA history, Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal, who are never ones to back down from a challenge. Trailing by a seemingly insurmountable 30 points, they summoned every ounce of their legendary power. It was like watching two superheroes rise from the ashes. And with his killer instinct and unmatched finesse, Kobe poured in 27 points, leaving defenders in the dust. Shaq, the towering force of nature, dominated the paint with his sheer strength, adding 26 points of his own. And with each basket, the Lakers chipped away at the Mavericks' lead, turning the game into an absolute nail-biter. The crowd went wild, and when the final whistle echoed through the arena, the score stood at 105-103 in favor of the Lakers. In 2021, the Boston Celtics faced the San Antonio Spurs. The Celtics found themselves in a deep, dark hole, down 32 points at halftime. It looked like a lost cause, a game already written in the history books. But in a display of pure brilliance, Jason Tatum came a one-man wrecking crew, dropping 60 points on the Spurs. The performance left spectators in awe and rivals shaking in their sneakers. With Tatum leading the charge, the Celtics mounted a comeback with the basketball world on the edge of their seats. And when the dust settled, the Celtics emerged triumphant with a final score of 143-140. Tatum had now solidified his status as one of the league's elite. 2009, the Sacramento Kings faced off against the Chicago Bulls, who were still finding their footing. The Kings, being behind 35 points, could have easily thrown in the towel, but no. These Kings were made of sterner stuff, ready to defy the odds and shock the basketball world. The unstoppable Tyreke Evans led the charge, unleashing his scoring prowess with 23 points, leaving the Bulls' defense in shambles. But he wasn't alone in this heroic quest. Ime Udoka stepped up with 17 points, proving that the Kings had more than one ace up their sleeves. And as the clock ticked away, the young Bulls, with future MVP Derrick Rose and defensive stalwart Joakim Noah, found themselves in a state of bewilderment. The Kings, like a pack of hungry lions, clawed their way back, erasing the deficit one basket at a time. The Bulls could only watch in disbelief as victories slipped through their fingers, and ultimately the score stood at 102-98 in favor of the Kings. January 2022, when the Los Angeles Clippers etched their name into the history books. Plagued by injuries to their dynamic superstar duo of Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, the odds were stacked against them. But hey, this is the NBA and anything can happen. Down by over 25 points at halftime and trailing by 35 points at one point, the Clippers seemed destined for defeat. The naysayers were rubbing their hands in glee, ready to write off the Clippers as another victim of misfortune. But little did they know what was about to unfold. The bench players of the Clippers, like a trio of basketball magicians, Luke Kennard, Terrence Mann, and Amir Coffey, conjured up an incredible display of resilience. And with each possession, they chipped away at the deficit, igniting a fire in the hearts of their teammates and fans alike. As the clock ticked down, tensions filled the air, the Clippers refusing to back down. And then, in a moment that will go down in the history of the NBA, Luke Kennard rose to the occasion. With nerves of steel and confidence radiating from every pore, he unleashed a buzzer-beating three-pointer that sent shockwaves through the arena. The crowd erupted in a symphony of cheers, cameras flashed furiously, and the Clippers completed their improbable 35-point comeback victory with a final score of 116-115. Now that we've relished these mind-blowing comebacks, the question remains, will there ever be a comeback that surpasses these historic feats? Well, only time will tell. Every NBA season brings new surprises and unpredictable moments, leaving fans eagerly awaiting the next jaw-dropping turnaround. So, who do you think possesses the potential to overcome a deficit greater than 35 points? Share your thoughts in the comments section and subscribe for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.